Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. It's 7:15 in the morning. I shall be off to my son's in a minute. Mojo's exploring the garden. I've just been round with the hose. It's getting a bit dry out there. We haven't had rain for a while and we've had quite warm sunny weather, which is a pleasure. And warm and sunny today and again tomorrow, and then it's going to change and get back to the not so warm and wet and all that sort of stuff, but saves water in the garden, I suppose. Strangely enough, everything grows best in that weather. This warm sunny weather, if you don't water, then things just slow down. I've rearranged some stuff out on the patio, because you see that through the window, don't you? Bird feeder's been put away for the winter now, for the summer rather. The bonsai staging that was over there, those trees were getting the sun. The sun's at its peak now. So I've moved them. They were deliberately placed there because I don't want the sun on those. Certainly the azalea doesn't want any sun on it. And the maples don't really like it either. So they've been moved to one side. The bird bath drinker, that's still out there. But again, I've moved that across so that it doesn't get any sun. That should stop the algae getting in the water, and that makes the patio look an awful lot bigger out there, because there's nothing in it yet. But there will be. As far as the orchid stuff is concerned, I've got one new bloom which isn't properly open. I think I'm going to sneeze, possibly, maybe. That's not open properly, is it? Excuse me. And I can't get at it to turn it, but the large dendrobium is opening, not open properly yet. So we'll have a good look at that next time I film. Now I know it's Friday today, but I probably won't film again till Sunday when we do the Sunday chat. And by then we might even have another couple of buds open. So we'll have a look at that on Sunday. There really isn't much going on out here. I've changed my mind with some of my repotting, chatting to others basically. The sphagnum moss that I'm using, that I got deliberately for the Let's Grow Some Roots mix, as I call it, is good quality stuff. You coming in? Sing us a song? It's just a habit. He does it in certain places at certain times. He does it when he jumps off the bed at the top of the stairs. If he runs up the stairs, he does it at the top of the stairs. After he's had his breakfast or whatever, he does it in the entrance to the lounge. And he does it when he comes in from going out. It's just habits. Old creatures have habits, including humans. Yes, so I've chatting to others, that moss, I was predicting having to repot every year because I was now using sphagnum moss, which I didn't mind doing, but I do. It's root disturbance at the end of the day, and it should last at least 2 years, but obviously it depends how wet it's kept, yeah? So a lot of the stuff I had down for repotting now, it's got to the warm period now, and a lot of those are cooler growers, and disturbing them when they're already getting a bit of stress due to the temperature rises and the longer days, adding a repot into that is possibly not the best of ideas. So I'm going to leave them. Now, lots of people have said, well, why don't you do it in the autumn? Now, I've never repotted in the autumn. I don't think it's a good time when you're going into what could be a dormant period, or resting period for orchids. Well, it's not for all of them, is it? And there's an awful lot of my cooler growers that don't rest in the winter. They're effectively continuous growing, and certainly autumn is one of their best times because they've lost the heat, they've lost their stress, they've got normal day lengths instead of ridiculously long ones. I mean, we're up around 16 hours now. It's 4 or 5 hours more than they would expect to ever see in the wild. I know a lot of hybrids. So I might do some repotting in the autumn, but I'm not as desperate to repot anything with the sphagnum moss in it. I still have some that are on the list. I've got 2 Paphiopedilums that I desperately want to repot because I don't know what they're in, and it worries me, especially as some of the paths that I've got are notorious for being incredibly slow at growing roots. So we don't want those in a media that isn't suitable. So I've got 3 to repot. There's 2 in there, but unfortunately one of them is over here. And although that's down on the list to repot, it's in bark and I can see the roots. So I think what I'm going to do is take that off the list. Yeah, because it obviously hasn't been in that pot too long. It's in bark, I can see the roots, and it's got roots. So that's actually a happy path. So I'm going to get on and do these 2 that I don't know what's in. I won't be doing it today, I'm out. And Orchid Society meeting tomorrow. So, and then Sunday chat. Possibly I'll do it later on Sunday to post later in the week. But yeah, some of the things are not going to get done now. So my list has come down to manageable, shall we say. Manageable. In other words, it's not too bad. I've still got some I want to do now, but there's an awful lot that will just get left now. I mean, the Miltonias down here, when they get repotted, they're going to get split up. These larger ones are individual plants. And when they get repotted, they'll get split up into individual plants, and I will probably just take them to the Orchid Society to sell or something like that. Obviously I can't send them abroad, I can only send them in the UK, but you know, I pass them on anyway, and just keep 1 or 2. 2's good if you've got 2, on the grounds that, you know, you're doubling your chances of success, aren't you? If you only keep 1 and give away all the others, everybody else gets nice healthy plants that grow on, and yours keels over. Anyway, so I'm sorry there's not much going on in the orchid world, but there just isn't at the moment. And I'll tell you what I'll do. Here's an idea for you. You've got till Sunday. Under this video, how about some suggestions for a subject for the Sunday chat? And if I get any, I'll probably pick one of them, because at the moment I haven't got a subject for the Sunday chat. So just got that little shafts of early morning sun coming through in places that just catches some blooms. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for dropping by.